We're back, bitches.
Right at it. We didn't even take a break between recording.
We didn't.
There was a break for you guys, but not for us.
A week break.
Week break.
Week break.
So we're fishing. We're waiting for summer to come and go.
Indeed.
So we can marry Lumina.
Yeah.
But we still gotta make that money.
We still gotta make that
money,
baby.
Capital and capitalism does not wait for hopeless romantics.
When everyone is really nice to you and the world is really nice and you don't ever really have to worry about like filing taxes, voting for Donald Trump.
You still gotta work.
Racism, homophobia. Capitalism can be pretty fun. Homelessness, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Rent, even.
Yeah,
Healthcare.
It does make things a lot easier. Yeah.
It's pretty fun actually to just build capital.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. The really shitty part about capitalism is the capitalism part.
Yeah.
But I'd still love the capitalism
It's the
part.
ism. It's not the capital.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like most things, it is the ism.
You want to be a communist. You want to be a socialist, right? You want to be cool like everyone else.
Yeah.
But the machines are so fun. You want to work on the machines.
Can we talk about how we just went to the airport today to look at a train and then left?
You can talk about it because that was your idea.
Yeah, so
because you love trains.
I love trains. The Bright Line's open up in Orlando to Miami. And I won't have any fucking naysayers.
I am a naysayer about this train.
Listen, guys, listen.
It's so expensive. It's slower than just fucking driving there.
But fuck driving. Fuck driving.
And then you have to Uber everywhere.
Fuck driving.
When you get
walk
there.
everywhere.
You could fly and it would be cheaper.
Like $10 cheaper.
That's still cheaper. And you get there, I assume quicker. 30 minutes, probably.
I don't know. I actually don't know how long it is. I will say, though, you don't have to arrive to the airport 3 hours early.
You don't always have to do that,
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Oh, in Orlando?
Okay, if we booked the Bright Line to Miami right now,
yeah,
how early would you get there? 2 hours?
We'd get there in 3 hours, but we'd leave like 30 minutes before.
No, how? You would leave here at 30 minutes?
Before the train leaves?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't, dude. You're lying to me right now.
Okay, an hour.
You would leave like way early because you would be afraid of missing the train.
An hour earlier. I would leave an hour earlier.
How different is that from leaving 2 hours? It's 1 hour. Who cares? You just like trains, and that's cool.
All right, I like trains. Yes, fine. All right, fine.
But it's not really it's a diesel train that goes slower than if you just fucking drove there. And it's way too expensive. But it's a train. It is cool because it's a train. And you can drink alcohol on the train.
Yeah,
I agree.
You can give free drinks.
They're not free.
You spend $150.
You're paying $150 for the drinks.
Yeah.
For 3 hours. But
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
She's not ready.
Damn.
I fucked up my milk today, I think. I got them too late.
At least Regretta seems pretty healthy. But yeah, no, Bright Line's epic, and there's nothing they can do to improve it. We should just take what we get.
You're shilling for a private company that's made subpar transportation.
Okay, all right, I know.
That
it could
is
be better.
harming the environment.
Not as much as driving. Not as much. No, literally, though, not as much as driving. Not literally. I've watched videos on this.
Oh my god.
Driving is the worst form of transportation. It is.
I understand.
It is. Train better.
But
listen, I think it should be public. It shouldn't be a private company. I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. It should be. Amtrak should be more funded and have more right of way on rail lines.
Will you admit that the price is too much?
The price is too much for first class.
For regular, also.
For regular, I feel like I could make $70 in a 3-hour train ride if I brought my computer and my hard drive.
Yeah, but weird outliers, like you can't.
I know. If you're a normal person, yeah, $70, yeah, it's too much. Okay, I agree with that. I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
But if you're a podcaster like me,
do you want to do a podcast on the train?
yeah, let's do a podcast on the train, and then we can comp everything afterwards. Yeah,
That'd be really funny.
I don't. It probably wouldn't be possible, honestly.
I think you would get too shy.
I would get too shy.
Yeah.
There was one time I was trying to do like a writing vlog series, and I did a vlog on a train, and it was the most awkward thing I've ever done in my fucking life.
I remember that. That was on the Sunrail.
Yeah, that was on the Sunrail.
You also keep saying, I'm so glad we have a train station next to us. And I'm like, we always have. The Sunrail has been downtown. And you also used to live right next to the Poinciana Sunrail.
That is true. Yes, I've lived next to the Sunrail before.
So I don't know. I mean, it's not like I'm confused
the
why you're
Sunrail
excited.
didn't go 120 is what I'm saying.
This one also doesn't go
Brightline
120.
does go 100 something.
It goes 65.
It's an average.
So crazy.
Listen, it's closer. It's close.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the best. It's not, but it's a train.
That's
I
it.
love trains.
That's it. You just like trains,
I
and
like
that's
trains.
cool.
Yes, all right,
that's
I like
great.
trains.
But let's not pretend that it could be better. You know?
It could be better. It could be better.
And
but
also,
it's a step
don't
in the right
frame me as a
direction.
capitalist getting upset at the train. You know? Don't do that.
Just shilling out for big car.
I'm shilling out for the working person who can't afford it. Who should be able to afford it. Because I should be able to afford to go on the train.
Yes, we should all be able to afford it. I agree with that.
It shouldn't be...
I will say Sunrail's at least better than that 'cause it's also public. It's only like $2.
It's like $3.
I think isn't it like $1 per county or some shit?
You add on, but it's $3 initial, I think.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's not that crazy. I mean, it's $4.
Yeah, $4.
Like, fucking when I got on the downtown, no one is going to know what the fuck we're talking about.
Trains
no,
are...
we're talking about public transportation in specifically Orlando. It's
Yes.
like if the Game Grumps just talked about LA traffic for an hour and a half.
Okay, people would still watch that, though.
They would because they like the Game Grumps. No one knows who the fuck we are. Jesus.
One day. I'm trying. Okay, you're right. I should earn the right to talk about public transportation in Orlando.
Yeah,
you're right.
Exactly.
But I can talk about public transportation in whatever town you guys are from. So leave a comment down below about where you're from, and I'll talk about the public transportation there. Europeans don't count, though. They have good public transportation, allegedly, so I can't.
They do.
They have a better train network than we do. It's fucked up.
I was talking to Helen about the outdoor cat situation because I noticed online that this big
oh yeah
conversation was happening with British people where they were like, "Fuck you, our cats stay outside," and I was like, "What is up
What's
with
going
that?
on? Yeah,
that is strange."
That's not what I expected to see on the internet today.
Well, that was Helen's take too, and I was like, "Okay, I don't know what you." I was like, "Okay, maybe this is a culture thing."
Yeah, okay.
Because, like, you know, okay, look, that's $3,000.
Oh my god, hell yeah.
Dog. Shit's awesome.
Money time, baby.
Fucking, I was like, I don't know what the fuck is, maybe this is a culture thing, because why is every single person from the UK saying that it's okay to let your cat outside?
When, yeah, everyone in America, I mean,
It's
not everyone,
really
but
not okay to put your cat outside. Like, that's a crazy, dangerous thing.
Yeah.
Here, at least. And I was, like, talking about shit with Helen, and I was like, we got bears, we got coyotes, we're extremely car centric.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, I mean, we got like foxes and badgers. And I was like, oh, you guys live in a fantasy world. You guys live in a fantasy world with no cars.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure there are more animals than what Helen told me, but I guess it's less of like a fear, I guess.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
And I mean, we weren't even talking about the environmental factors of a cat getting outside and eating all the birds, you know.
Burbs, yeah. No, I feel that.
That whatever. And I don't want to dog on Helen. I think she gave me a good
counter to like our view of it. I get what you mean.
Yeah, it was nice to know because I was genuinely curious because, you know, I'm very anti-outdoor cat, but also I'm like, I don't know, if you live in a different culture, a different geography.
I mean, that's the thing too, and that's one of the things I always find interesting about like Europe itself. Is that they have I'm very into like urban design videos on YouTube, so I'm not like an expert, but I know a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
You could say I'm a pseudo expert.
You know more than me. Because you talk about it all the time.
one of the things that's like, so like they have dense cities over there, and like, you know, they have a lot of, they have to be dense because they have a lot of less like land mass, especially than compared to like America, right?
Right. It's usual for an island.
So what they have there is so in America we have like a missing middle, which is supposed to be the thing that separates suburbia from like high rise downtown. Like, so basically it's like row houses,
Suburbs.
Townhouses.
Okay.
Like we don't really have that here.
Oh.
In the transition to downtown.
So what is supposed to be there?
So okay, you have suburbia, right?
Yeah.
Suburbia is an American thing for the most part. Like it's mostly like the closest thing from my understanding to like Europe. Excuse me. Is what's it called? Like villages, kind of.
Oh.
Where you have like it's a sprawling village as opposed to a sprawling suburban landscape.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh.
But so what happens is, like, you know, you have villages like, and right now I'm thinking mostly of like Scotland right now because there was a Not Just Bikes video about like the trains in Scotland, or not. No, fuck. What the fuck was it? Switzerland. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah,
okay,
sorry,
yeah.
not
I was
Scotland.
Gonna say, I've never heard of Scotland trains, but they probably have trains.
Sweden's train, I believe. It's one of the. It starts with an S.
I have heard of, I guess, Swedish transportation because everyone talks about it.
The Swedes, they have a really good train system, but like it's all connected by trains.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That sounds cool.
But so yeah, they have like villages, and like so what the missing middle is supposed to be is like literally row houses or
what's
like
a row
townhouses.
house? I guess
Houses connected to each other.
Oh,
So you remember the townhouse I used to live in?
yeah.
Imagine that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the townhouse you used to live in was
Still
specifically
in suburbia. That's the thing.
Well, I mean, for Kissimmee, which is a giant plot of land in the middle of nowhere,
Yes.
down a street,
So,
where
no,
a bunch
so-
of people live next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So townhouses are supposed to be between single family homes and high rises.
Okay.
They're supposed to be part of the transition towards like large fucking like downtown area, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
And downtown areas are supposed to have, you know, and then we still do this here, which is good. But like you're supposed to have like commercial on the bottom, and then like rises. You know.
Yeah.
We've kind of Americanized it though, and made it with 5/1s.
What's that?
5/1s is when you have you have one level of commercial and then 5 of like apartment buildings above.
Oh, okay.
But it's Americanized in the sense that it's basically just an apartment building.
Oh.
And they make them with flammable wood, like the most like oiled wood.
Jesus.
And they have a history of going up in flames super quickly.
I know that that piece of trivia is that most of our walls are like basically bullshit. Like here in America, like we have very thin walls, and that's why a lot of other places like AC is more of a luxury because it's not needed in every house to keep it the temperature regulated.
Yeah, because they have like insulated
homes.
Like, yeah. Another thing that Americans don't have, that not all Americans have, but Europeans do, electric kettles.
Yeah, and when I found out that shit, I always thought growing up a kettle was just like you put it on the fucking stove, you know?
Nah, fuck that, dude.
Because my mom had a lot of like teapots that were like ceramic and shit. I think that was also before electric kettles were maybe
I've definitely had
popularized.
teapots before. Yeah, electric kettles still definitely are not. I think they got popular recently in America. Apparently there was a TikTok that went viral in America because no one knew what an electric kettle was.
I found out through British panel shows.
Yeah.
That's how I found out.
Yeah, so recently, like a few months ago, basically there was a TikTok that went viral, and basically it was a few months ago. A few months ago, TikTok goes viral. It's some lady talking about like.
I think I saw that. And I remember being like, "The fuck! I've had my electric kettle for like."
But a lot of Americans don't know about electric kettles.
That is true. I did get like I remember I bought an electric kettle for my aunt for like Christmas or something, and I shipped it to her house. And she was like, "Oh my god, this is the best."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah."
But yeah, so it went viral here, right?
Yeah.
And then it went viral in Europe because no one understood that Americans just don't have electric kettles as often. Yeah.
And it's not even that Americans don't make it. It's just that we don't know that it even exists.
Yes, yeah.
And I don't know, I guess we don't have a dependence on kettles. You
Yeah,
know?
or a lot of people, when they think of kettles, they think of stovetop kettles.
in America.
In
but
America,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if British people, when the electric kettle became a thing for them, I wonder if they were also like, oh fuck, this is amazing. You know what I mean?
I think so.
That's cool.
There was because people in Europe and like Australia,
yeah.
they were like, how the fuck does no one in America know about this? You know? Like, yeah.
It's like, what? And it's like, well, yeah, we just don't, tea's not a big deal, but a lot of people have tea, but they'll just boil water and pour it into a cup. They don't,
Yeah.
Which
is crazy. Don't do that. Buy an electric kettle, everybody. It's so good.
Well, it's the same thing, but it's just one's on the stove, the other one's electric.
Okay.
What? There's something wrong with doing it on the stove? That's crazy. Don't tell me that.
Yeah, there is.
I've been doing that shit most of my life. What? I got lead poisoning now or some shit?
BuzzFeed.
That's
actually,
so stupid.
BuzzFeed. Actually, you're boiling water wrong.
What are you talking about? I can't boil water wrong.
You're boiling water wrong if you're using a.
Piss me off.
Basically, like, electric kettles are like the most efficient way to boil water.
Okay, efficiency, whatever.
Yeah, we're talking about efficiency here.
Well, yeah.
We're talking about data.
But if you don't know that something is more efficient,
yeah, but you're wasting so much energy when you're
like
doing
turning
it
on the oven.
Yeah, turning on the oven. Yo, if you have a gas stove, forget about it.
Yeah.
If you have a gas stove, it takes like 10 minutes to boil water, apparently. Like a whole liter of water to get to a boil. It takes like 4 minutes with a kettle.
I mean,
those are 6 minutes. Math.
Okay. Okay. What you're talking about, though, there are a bunch of people, people that don't understand. Like, they might see an electric kettle and be like, oh, too rich for my blood, even though they're like $30. But, like, it's like a... I don't know, man. Tea is like tradition. Like, I grew up with mostly ceramic shit, and even me buying a fucking electric kettle was like, what the fuck, though?
What am I doing? Yeah, I
it
get
was
what you
like
mean.
when those little you could buy like individual stove tops that were like all
hot plates.
Yeah, like hot plates. When hot plates became like a larger thing. It was just kind of like, it was a little like sacrilege, you know what I mean?
Oh, I get what you mean. Okay.
I don't know. And so you're fighting like when we talked about that cultural difference where there's a lot of people who maybe have immigrant parents or parents that grew up in a different culture than just like regular white America.
Yeah.
And they never used the dishwasher because they thought the dishwasher was less efficient than just washing, like,
I know what you mean, yeah.
Had more electricity, water bill, when actually it's more efficient to wash dishes in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to them because they have this cultural expectation that a dishwasher is actually not that efficient because when dishwashers came out, they weren't efficient.
Yeah, I get what you mean, yeah. And that's fair. I can understand that.
Yeah. It's like, it's all cultural perception, baby. Which is really frustrating because, like,
Yeah, I get
what about facts,
Yeah, what about facts?
But, I mean, I don't know. I think in general, if I extrapolate what we're talking about now into, like, the general knowledge, I think really what happens is people have become less perceptive to new information because oftentimes people giving out new information and oftentimes people learning new information turn to personal attacks because they're uncomfortable with being people who don't know everything.
Damn.
So yeah, that's why I think the Bright Line isn't really a good good train.
And I think that's a personal attack on me, the train lover, and I will fucking fight you.
I will use the Bright Line. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care that much about what I say, There are specific things I care about, and I will say that I care about them. But, like, honestly, like, fucking...
Fuck it.
I'm not gonna, like, fight someone on the internet, you know what I mean?
I will totally fight people on the internet. For sure.
What would you fight people on the internet about? The Bright Line?
Yeah.
What would you say? What would you say to the person saying, I can't afford the Bright Line?
Suck it up. I'm joking. I wouldn't fight with people over the Bright Line. I don't give a shit. I just think, I do think the Bright Line should be cheaper for everybody.
Yeah.
I think it should be cheaper. There should be more of it.
It should have been electric.
It should be electric. And it should be public. It shouldn't be private.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
But what you're asking for is a different train.
I want a different train.
You
yes.
want, yeah.
But this is a train still, and a train's better than all the other options.
But we already had a train that failed.
What, the Sunrail? Is that?
Yeah.
Nah, that shit's successful, dude.
I mean, it's publicly thought of as a failure because no one really rides it.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it still works. It's still fucking...
It does indeed work. It is a train that has wheels and runs.
And has an engine, yeah.
I'm talking about commercially. No one fucking have you ever, like, no one rides the fucking Sunrail.
I don't know how many people ride the Sunrail. I feel like it's...
Some of them use it for business, but 9 times out of 10 when I go to the fucking Sunrail station, I'm alone.
Oh, wow, okay. Damn.
And 9 times out of 10 when I hear people talk about the Sunrail, they're like, who the fuck uses the Sunrail? Because it's not open on the weekends or at night.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I also will shit on the Sunrail for all the time is that it should be open on the weekends.
Or holidays.
Yeah, it should be open 24/7.
Yeah, so really it's only there for business travel. And it's like, okay, so you want to go from in one very straight vertical line to a very specific place.
Area, yeah. Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, that's not the best.
I don't know. Transport, it's hard.
It is hard. But I think the problem with all Florida transportation, as a Florida transportation expert, because I used to work for EPAS, baby, the problem with all of it is that it's all private.
Yeah.
Florida does not give a shit about publicly funding its roads. It would rather tax its own people in terms of tolls.
Yes.
To keep up roads and turn to private companies for a share of their transportation budget. Just to build these things. It's more like a spectacle than it is an actual train. You know? It's like the first high-speed rail in America. And it's like, no. It's not affordable.
Yeah. And people saying it's the first one, high-speed rail, is technically wrong, too, because the Northeast Corridor by Amtrak, I think, is now high-speed.
So, yeah, that's not even true. But it's something that was just made by a company that's greedy as shit with their ticket prices and also not going to use a fucking electric train, which would have made it faster and would have made it actually more... You didn't even need to lower the prices if it was fast as fuck.
Yeah, if it was fast, people would, don't complain.
But I do understand their problem with, like, people not understanding railroad signs.
Yeah, that's the one thing. That is a problem that I understand. That's the one thing that I kind of... Because, it's
I don't
really...
blame for that, yeah.
It's really funny, because every time it's, like... Every time the past few, like, months I've seen, like, railway incident... It's always the Bright Line because no one's expecting a 90-mile-per-hour train.
Yeah.
On the fucking... just side by side on a road.
I mean, you fucking should. It says it.
Railroad crossing, yeah.
On the sign.
And you know what it is? It's not even like regular... regular cars do get hit. It's usually commercial trucks. Like, apparently, the thing I saw was one of the first trains for Bright Line going down to Miami. There was a log truck just thought that he could make it.
Jesus.
Didn't. They stopped it. They braked before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think that's why, like, apparently that train stopped twice in total, or not expected, before, like, the stops, like, down south. And I think it was, I don't know. It's usually just shit gets on the fucking track. People just stop on the road.
That's another Florida problem. We got a stupid problem.
Yeah. Yes.
We have a privatized transportation problem, and we have a stupid problem.
Yeah. There was I think it was either Florida or Orlando subreddit. There was someone was like, "Hey, I moved out of the state like a while ago, and I'm thinking I'm really missing. I want to move back. Should I move back?"
No.
Well, apparently everyone was saying no. Like, no, this place fucking sucks.
There's a lot of
but
Orlando I don't know how to describe it. Dick riders.
No,
dick
yeah,
riding
so
for. Can you dick ride for
This
a
wasn't
city?
even about Orlando. I think this actually might have been about like
just Florida.
yeah, like not Saint. I think they were looking at St. Augustine or something, like somewhere red.
Oh,
But apparently, everyone's like, "No, this place fucking sucks." But then some people went to that guy's post history, and apparently they're like, "Nah, you're gonna fit right in."
oh.
And apparently, in this post history, there was like I think they answered a quite like there was an Ask Reddit of like, "Who's a misunderstood celebrity?" And then they said Kanye.
Oh, good.
So then they were like, "Nah, you're gonna fit right in. Come down here."
God bless you.
God bless.
Damn. Well, what can you do?
Something that's so funny about Florida, and this is why we got to move out,
Yeah.
is the property insurance is rising because of climate change.
Oh,
And
really?
that's something that everyone kept citing as like being a bad thing.
The property
yeah.
insurance keeps rising because of climate change. Property insurance that doesn't cover hurricanes
Yeah. Yes.
that happen to us every year.
Yeah.
The property, you have to get hurricane insurance instead of regular ass insurance.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, warranties on your fucking utilities don't even work if you were damaged specifically by a hurricane.
Yep.
That shit. So it's just regular. If normal shit, it's not. I bet you, because I've seen it called hurricane/flood insurance.
Oh. We need to decommodify everything. You ever think about that? Everything should be decommodified.
I think these are very specific Florida things, but also not. I think also most people should listen. You know, like part of me is like, who the fuck is listening to this? It's regular ass Florida shit, you know.
Remember, if it happened in Florida, it could happen elsewhere.
It will happen to you.
Yeah. The only place that it doesn't happen is Vegas, and then I get on my skateboard and leave. What happens Vegas stays Vegas.
Yeah,
That's the
right.
joke.
No, I
That's
understand.
yeah, get it? Do you get it? Do you
Yeah.
understand that? Okay.
Yes. You're fine. I'm gonna eat a fish.
Good. You're gonna eat a fish.
I ate a fish.
Get eat my fucking hat. I'm Sarah. I mean my hat. What bullshit Josh is spouting.
Oh.
We got 5 more minutes, give or take.
Okay.
You
Let's
gotta
start
How do we
summer
finish off
8.
strong? I don't know how this happened.
I don't know either. I mean, well, we're in the part of this game where nothing really happens. You just kind of have to keep making money
Yeah.
and grind it a little bit.
Grind set.
Grind set. Yeah, that's it.
I feel you.
I gotta buy some stuff. I gotta buy like 3 seeds.
Oh yeah, I got fillable squares now.
Yeah,
So many melons.
for these ones.
Nice. How many days are in each season again?
10.
Oh, okay. Shit, we're almost in fucking fall. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's why the days last really long, because it's like,
Okay, I was about to say like, wow. I feel like, yeah, I felt like almost like not too long, I guess, but like,
yeah,
I don't know what's fast or slow anymore. I don't know.
that's such a fucking adult mood, dude.
Feel like fucking time is slipping.
Time keeps slipping into the future.
Why did the Minion movie pay so many people to make like, except for Phoebe Bridgers doing good arts on that album, but like, why did they make so many half-assed covers?
Yeah, I know. Like the fucking
We were at
the Black Magic Woman one really pissed me off.
Yeah, I remember we went to Universal because they have like a Minion ride open, and then the Minion queue, they're just playing some of the songs.
Yeah.
Which I guess is kind of cool to hear Brockhampton in a theme park.
It's
line.
pretty cool. And also reuse your assets, baby.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you gotta
You gotta
in
reuse
your
your
content
assets.
ecosystem. You gotta reuse those assets. But like, I don't know. It was just
Yeah.
weird, like hearing like fucking not the songs.
Yeah.
You know.
You think it's a song, and then it's like, oh, nope, actually, it's auto-tuned, shittier version.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. You're dirty.
Not epic.
Good job.
Cute. God damn.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just make good music. Make original music, guys.
Well, I mean, they were paid to make
They
covers.
were paid to make covers, I know.
of
But,
70s songs because the movie was in the 70s.
oh, yeah, you're right. However,
Yeah, it was like the whole gimmick of the fucking movie. So,
fucking
what,
get
you
it
don't
right,
remember?
Josh.
I'm writing, I'm a ride or die for the Minions Rise of Gru. That's my fucking shit.
That's your money. That's your money bag.
That's
right there.
my bright line. I will not tolerate sass.
All right, fine. Okay, so just to recap where we're both at. I'm covering for a private rail.
Yes.
That will lead to better rail infrastructure in the United States if it's successful.
Or is a terrible starter statement for the rest of high-speed rail.
Okay.
If every other fucking company can be like, oh, you mean I can charge out the ass for a shitty train?
Okay, that's fair. So that's what I'm standing for.
Yeah.
That's what I stand for.
Uh-huh.
You stand for Minions.
For Minions, the Minions movie, Rise of Gru.
Okay. So that's where...
Yeah.
Okay, that's where we're both at now.
That's where we're both at now.
Okay. So, you know what? We both get to have our fucking... We can have our cake.
Believe it or not, we might be fucking idiots who bought $20 microphones and actually are not experts on any subject at all.
You're goddamn right. I agree with that. And with that, that's our show.
That's our show, baby.
Thank you all for watching. I don't know what the fuck this was. Bye.
Thank you all. Bye.